Thank you very much. Mr. Secretary, U.S. officials have been saying that Vladimir Putin will be isolated by his actions, yet today he seemed defiant. Speaking for an hour, taking questions, he said, among other things, that Russia reserves the right to take any action, to use any means, obviously military means. He described events here as an unconstitutional coup. He denied that there were any Russian troops in Crimea, occupying Crimea. He blamed the crisis on United States interference, saying that the U.S.
He really denied there were troops in Crimea?
Yes, he did. He also blamed the crisis on the United States, saying that the United States was acting as though it were conducting an experiment across the ocean on lab animals, on rats here. And he showed no sign of being ready to step down or de-escalate the military presence in Crimea. There have been shots fired today. There's the presence reported of Russian ships along the isthmus between Ukraine and Crimea. So with all of that, how has the U.S. pressure worked against Putin? What is your reaction to his assertions? And also, while you were here, you met with many leaders. You did not meet with Yulia Tymoshenko. Is she viewed by the United States as not part of the solution or as possibly part of the problem?
Well, let me answer the last part of the question first. Not at all. I thought I actually might bump into her, but I didn't. I had the meetings with the current group that represent the parties that have come together, and most likely presidential candidates at this moment with whom I've been in touch and working with. I met with a number of them in Munich previously, and so we continued that conversation. But with respect to President Putin's comments, I've spoken as directly to President Putin today as I can to invite him to engage in a legitimate and appropriate dialogue, particularly with the current government of Ukraine, knowing that there's an election in 90 days and the people of Ukraine will have an opportunity to ratify their future leadership. The fact is that in the eastern part of the country, Russia recently tried to get a couple of city councils to actually pass something asking for Russians to come in. And lo and behold, those councils did the opposite. They said, we don't want Russia to come in. We want our independence. And I think that it is clear that Russia has been working hard to create a pretext for being able to invade further. Russia has talked about Russian-speaking minority citizens who are under siege. They're not. And in fact, this government has acted remarkably responsibly by urging total calm, by not wanting to have any provocation, by avoiding even their troops who have a legal right to resist the invasion of other troops, but has ordered them not to engage